All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. We're going to see if, going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so BLCS is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%, aka fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere in our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of every 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women that see our ad actually have a non-zero chance of actually buying from us. So we gotta get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, so we maximize the number of women who actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us, and we got to get above 6%. 6% is literally the minimum. That is the lowest we should ever be, and that's because a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, this is super common. Unique CTRL under 6% is because everyone I'm seeing is making these same mistakes, but nobody knows that they're making the mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, BLCA. All right, so overall, we got our universe starting here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Next, we also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it and we've already done it a bunch of times. It's worked every time. And the way treatment works is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, and we leave the original and we actually do Boudoir Pico treatment on the duplicated ad, which takes about a week. At the end, we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes and we achieve PCA, pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Now, basically, we finally got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So here we go. My residency, first part of it. Go out there in the wild, find a Boudoir Facebook ad, bring it back to the hospital, test it. We found the first one had a unique CTRL of 4.3%. So unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So took that, treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found that the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend. And as a result, if they were spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad in order to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. And that difference, that delta, $3,700 a month, they no longer have to spend. You just keep it in the pocket every single month, $3,700, $3,700, $3,700. At the end of 12 months, it's like a 40K kind of phantom bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus, whatever, back in their pocket that they didn't have to do no extra work for. Second part of my residency, found a second Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL is 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the treatment though. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. 84%. And as a result, we are actually increasing. Well, that means that if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $1,600 a month on with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So that's $8,400 a month savings. They no longer have to spend, eliminate that. That was all being wasted back in the boudoir photographer's pocket every single month. And it was like a phantom profit, a boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like a 100K bonus back in their pocket that they no longer have to spend. Finally, we got had a patient come through to my hospital, and his unique CTRL is 5.03%. So again, unique CTRL under 6%, BLCS is present, boudoir low click syndrome. But we know what to do. We got the treatment, Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out his original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 67% of its ad spend. So if you spend 10 grand a month on that original, you now only need to spend $3,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. Now, as a result, the $6,700 a month is literally, back in the boudoir photographer's pocket because they don't have to spend it. Have like a phantom bonus, like a Boudoir Pico bonus. And after 12 months, it's like 80K extra bonus. So after doing this a bunch, we found out the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And as a result, look at these numbers right here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And take the average of these numbers, probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So wasting about 50% of its ad spend, that means if spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then they are literally 5K is being wasted every single month. We can eliminate that, eliminate 100% of that. So approximately 5K is being wasted every month. And we can put that back, approximately that amount back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket by having them no longer need to spend it, no longer need to spend that. So it'd be, again, a phantom profit, like a Boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like 60K phantom profit, 60K Boudoir Pico profit. It's after 12 months. So now we're here. So let's see what we got. So already seeing, so we're going to look for, diagnose, yes or no, does it have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome or not? So do I believe its unique CTRL is under 6% or not? Under 6%, yes or no? So we got the below creative cluster mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe that the false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we're actually following what Facebook has told us to do. And following what Facebook has told us to do is literally the number one worst thing for us to do, because it causes way, way, way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. Bringing down our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, next we're going to look at the creative. All right, so this is the looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads because we've seen other Facebook ads that look like ads. Basically every other Facebook ad we've seen looks like an ad. And basically every other Boudoir Facebook ad we've seen also looks like an ad. So the Consequence of this is way more women scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. Dragging our unique CTRL under 6% and contributing to BLCS. Finally, we're going to look at the boudoir low clicks, or the Seymour headline here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile newsfeed. Looking for women who want to feel powerful and confident. Bay Area, Northern California. All right, so yeah, we got a little bit of context, but still lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe we put in enough time and enough planning execution to come up with a Seymour headline that will have women stay and click somewhere in the ad instead of scroll on by. But the consequence of this, making this mistake, is way more women actually going to scroll by our boudoir Facebook ad, not click in, going to waste that impression, bringing our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. So, do I believe this boudoir Facebook ad has boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS, with a unique CTRL under 6%? Yes, I do. So, if you're a BLCA with BLCS, if you're a boudoir low click advertiser with boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking out into the marketplace, seeing it get more and more saturated. It seems like when someone gets a new iPhone, every single day, someone's throwing up a new Google My Business profile up on Google Maps, saying they do boudoir photography, or like a new camera, they're posting the mom groups on Facebook saying they do boudoir photo shoots. And you see it's just getting, more and more competitive, more saturated, more boudoir photographers. And, you're seeing, inflation, cost of living rise. So you've seen that, so you've actually already been optimizing your business, pulling more profit out of other places in the business, becoming more optimized, same effort, more results type of things, or even less effort, same results, less input, same results. And you have seen what our Boudoir Pico solution can do for others. So spend 10 grand a month on average, it'll approximately save, be able to eliminate 5K a month in wasted ad spend back into your pocket, approximately 60 grand over the next 12 months. And if you want that result with Boudoir Pico, because you want to achieve pre-click alignment, so you become a dominant boudoir advertiser, and you achieve boudoir brain entry boost with your boudoir Facebook ads, because you need that on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake, new patient inquiries. And I will, well, I'm not open for inquiry, not open for new patient intake right now. My DMs are closed. But if we are able to, well, when I do open up for new patient intake, DM me and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.